Hi guys, welcome to another Micro Motor World slash World's Smallest Matchbox video. Today I'm going to show you one of the coolest playsets in my opinion, because the building it comes with is rather unique in comparison to lots of the other buildings. And because it has some cool cars and it comes with road parts, so it's a deluxe playset, like we found out in the last video that the English name for it is deluxe playset. That means it comes with 4 cars, it comes with the building, and it comes with a few road parts. In German it would have been micro playset plus. And let's look at the building first. This is it. So let's pry it open and see what's inside. So for all this time, it is still rather solid, the plastic. So here it is. It is the off-road set. Hope you can see it here. Let's get it closer to the camera. So I cleaned this one up, and you can see it actually has those rock formations here. It has like this little entry point here that you can fold up and down for entering this driving ground with your SUV or something. And it has this nice advertisements here with actual firms, actual companies. I hope I can autofocus it. You know, like Castrol and Champion and Pennzoil, and this one I don't even know, Cybe probably. And you know, you have this like slot for the cars to go in and out, and the rocks are built pretty well and modeled pretty well. And of course it comes with some cars. We'll have a look at the cars. They're inside their little compartment down here. Actually see this is the driveway up, where it says come on, let's see this focused here, where it says bumpy road ahead and 30 minimum to get onto the driveway. And this opens up and reveals the cars. Let's prime out. This is the full set in action. Let's put it into the back here. So it comes with 3 cars that fit the off-road category pretty well, or at least 2 of them. And it comes with another color variant of the tow truck. Let's look at that first. This time the tow truck is not red with white stripes, it's white with a red stripe and a red hood. There's the 3rd color variant of this we actually saw since the first video. Still the 40 Econoline. Seems to be the most prominent car in the series, but still pretty neat little car. Then there is a Jeep Cherokee. You can actually see, and it has horrible 80s neon colors, you know, like this neon blue and these pink stripes and 4x4 written on the side. But it's a Cherokee for sure. And of course it's an off-road vehicle, so you can go onto the ramp and get in here and drive around on the rocks, you know, get in here. Pretty cool. And the second one is also a car variant of a car we saw in the Magna wheel. I think it was like the Fire Ranger car, which was red with Fire Ranger up here. This one is red and white and says it has nothing like written on it. It just has a white stripe and a white hood. And it's a Dodge Dakota. Again, this time I won't call it an Impala. It's of course a Dakota. You know, talking through those videos, you often wonder what you were actually saying when you when you rewatch them yourself. Yeah, it's also a nice pickup truck. You know, can also go around here. And actually, from the pictures, there is a fourth car that belongs to this set, and it's actually a color variant of a drag race car. Unfortunately, I don't have it. It didn't come in the lot of parts that I bought where this was part of. But let's put the tow truck here. But if I get my hands on one, I'll show it to you later. And since I said it was one of the deluxe sets, it also came with some connectors and some road parts. Let's put them over here. Let's have a look at those. We never looked at those really closely. So there are different road parts. You know, you have just the straight parts. Then you have parts that come in an kind of in an S shape. You could call it that. And then there are those that half a U-turn or just a turn here, and they come actually with little pegs in the middle for it to stand. And actually, if you look closely, the painting on the road parts can also differ from one another. This one just has stripes with a little part missing in the middle, but on the two straight parts that came with it, you can see that there are actually different paint jobs on them. This one has like dotted line on one side, and this one has like a straight line down the middle and has like this little stop paint with the little parts here. And actually, I think you were supposed to put it together like this. From judging from the pictures, you would put those together like so, and sorry, this like so, and have this. Actually, I think the S shape is in the wrong direction by the looks of it, but I don't think. Let me just check all the street parts I got. They're all in the same direction, I guess. Okay, so maybe the marketing pictures were not that exact to begin with. Okay, well, we'll just leave it like this. So you could plug this in here with the little connector, and this last part would go down here. So, and yeah, that's great. And if one of your off-road vehicles got stuck here driving around, then the tow truck would come up from the highway like so and help them out and pick them up. Yeah, it's one of the coolest sets because, well, I think I mentioned once that some of the sets were, as far as the buildings are concerned, they were rather lazy. because they were pretty much identical buildings with different paint jobs, especially um, things like the service station and or the car rental, I think. Sorry, not the service station, the car rental and the car dealership. They're actually from molding standpoint, they're identical. They just have different paint jobs on them. The one is red with yellow, or yellow plastic with red paint. It's to be more exact, and the other one's white plastic with red paint. And if you put them next to each other, they look pretty similar, but of course, also the ground parts are different, and stickers are different, and the cars it comes with different. So um, yeah, pretty neat. Yeah, cool. This is one of the cooler sets. I think I had this as a child, and I played with it very, very often. And this is actually in good condition. Interestingly, I mean, or it's to be expected. All the parts that come, I have to like clean up with soap water because they're all that dirty, and I don't know, like they have stains on them. Most of it, the plastic's very forgiving, so most of it can be washed off. But I don't understand how you can get those things so dirty, despite, well, probably storing them for a very long time in a open box or something. So it gets dusty and grimy, and I don't know. But still, yeah. So this is one of the cooler playsets, as I mentioned several times now, because it is really one of my favorites because of the molding of the rocks and stuff. And I just can't wrap around my head around the color scheme of this little Jeep. I mean, it's so 80s that you instantly know when these toys were designed. Unfortunately, it has like a little scratch on the paint on one side. The other side is pretty good. I don't think you can really match this horrible color with any color you can buy, so you can fix it. Sorry, a bit too dark. Um, I may try in the future. Man, I, I bought like 5 different lots of things, and already so much stuff to restore. It's ridiculous. And this is one of the rather small problems I have. Many of the buildings have problems, with like the pegs and the hinges not fitting into each other after such a long time, and falling apart if you try to fold it up or um, to put it onto the table or stuff. And well, this probably is part of collecting vintage toys. You have to find solutions for all of those things. And of course, since the parts are so small, there's often some of them missing, like um, little plastic movable part like this, or stuff. And I'm lucky this one is complete and in good shape. And uh, you probably saw it before when I opened it up. Let's just get those out of the way and repackage it. So let's put the cars back into their department here. Close the hood. And, putting this together, you see that it's pretty hard to do, and it makes a clicking noise when folding this part up. But it's still very, very strong. The pegs are very strong, and therefore it's pretty solid, and you can still play with it and fold it up and take it with you. Yeah, cool little playset. And yeah, well, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, leave a comment if you want to talk about something. Leave a like, I'd really appreciate it. But most important, I hope you still have fun watching these videos and they get more interesting as we go on, and I get better at speaking freely about those things. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Till next time, bye.